Is tapioca good? Coming next.
All right, we haven't done an intro in a while. I think I'm gonna keep that in.
That lettuce, that lettuce. Gotta get it. Gotta get it. That lettuce, that lettuce, focused all on the check, yeah. All I want is lettuce, yeah. Just give me the lettuce, yeah. Just give me the lettuce.
Lettuce heads, we are back with another edition of Please Let Us Golf, the podcast. Tonight you got Goldie, you got Jewel, you got Mr. Golfberg.
Hello.
Mr. Golfberg, how are we doing?
Good. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Jewel, how are we doing?
Oh, doing great. I was watching an intro video. I don't pay attention to it every time, but seeing Adam make that putt on number 2 at Aaron Hills just made me think, was that the peak of his golf career?
I thought you were going to say made you think maybe we should go back.
Was that the peak of Adam's golf career? Coming next.
Yeah, coming next. We got a lot of coming next. But speaking of coming next, you know what? I know it's a golf podcast, but I got a little quote for you here. Fuck the Packers. You know what I'm saying? Our guy, Ben Johnson.
Who said that? Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, yes. So I guess for context, if you're not following.
I thought you were going to go with, it's Chicago.
Well, I started with a little bit of heat there, Okay, maybe disclaimer, you're at this point of the podcast. If there's some kid in the car, not safe for work. But yes, respectfully, I really don't. Honestly, I love the Bears. I usually don't hate other teams. I really don't. But it's been fun. Our Bears in a thrilling game last night. This will come out on Tuesday, but Saturday night, just taking down our mortal enemies, the Green Bay Packers, in electric fashion. Mr. Golfberg, you're more emotionally invested than I am, but how are we feeling? How are we doing?
I am. It's like, if you don't hate the Packers as a Bears fan, it's like you don't have a pulse. We have a crazy history with that team. But, right, it's only the third time they've ever met in the playoffs, which is nuts, but
because we're never in the playoffs.
We've won a couple times recently. We had an 11-game losing streak with the Packers. It went from 2024 to 2018. Do you even realize that? Like, we've just been getting worked.
Pre-COVID.
Cooked by that team for years. Justin Fields, like our quarterback before this, he went, I think, 0-6 against the Packers. Trubisky went like 2-7. Cutler went like 2-8. It is so miserable being a Bears fan with the Packers out there. And finally, Caleb shows up. Finally, we take him out last game of the regular season last year. We had these epic comebacks this year. And then we have to face them in the playoffs. And it was literally like the most must-win situation I've ever seen in the history of Chicago Bears football. Everything on the line. And then we have to go down 21-3. It's like, and we fucking came back. I don't even understand it. It's the coolest season all time.
Wow.
Coolest season all time.
I feel like I was there all over again. And we get to share again, right? But the week before the season, we had Trey Wingo on the pod and we asked him, did we have hope? And he gave us a good little 90-second clip of hope of what the Bears had in store. And he said, yes, he thinks they're going to make a run this year. And look, now we're Trey's guys, and we get to repurpose that clip at least as long as this run goes. But
we're Trey's Chicago guys.
Yeah. So, Jules, sorry you just had to sit down there through that. But, hey, man, we're fired up. It's about as good as it gets.
I enjoyed it, too. Ben Johnson's a really good football coach. There's some really good, talented players on Chicago's team. Green Bay also, I mean, their defense is fantastic. They've got some insane talent on the defensive side. Plus, Jordan Love's been there 3 years. They've got some good wide receivers. You got Josh Jacobs. That's a really good football team. I mean, to beat them in the playoffs with as much experience as they have, and just Chicago's had a bad run for the last million years.
Yep.
I don't know, man. That was a big win. That was huge.
You know what I want to say? Seriously, this is not a joke. You two are way better, I think, at running down professional football than you are running down professional golf. I think it's the nature of how difficult it is to talk about golf. Yeah, it is. Yeah. But like, we didn't even prepare that we were going to talk about the Bears, and you just went down like the full fantasy lineup here for the Packers. But yeah, man, and we got a lot of Wisconsin faithful that check into the pod. So, look, you got to get
off. Just move over for a while. You got to fire your coach. By the way, I had family in town. My wife is a Packers fan. I had to watch the game with Packers people.
Ugh.
And it was crazy. Second quarter, I went into a different room. I came back at halftime, stoically sat down, said, let's do this. And then they had the craziest couple of quarters ever. But they hate their team. They think they hate their coach at least. So they're in a
the
weird
Falcons
spot.
will take LaFleur. We'll either take him or Harbaugh. We'd be happy with that.
I think Falcons had Lafleur.
Yeah, we did. We did for a while.
Okay.
Wow.
But yeah,
again,
going on.
You guys both, you guys both know a lot about football, man. I really hope it comes full circle with golf this season. But no,
like we're not focusing enough on Please Let Us Golf for our fearless leader. Is that what you're trying to say?
Man, it's like the most prepared comment that we've ever had this podcast.
You've been watching a little too much football, doing maybe not enough range work.
You didn't tell us what happened in the live qualifier for the final 3 spots. But we'll get to that in a second. But I do want to talk about fun stuff, right? So last week we had a couple topics that I put polls up on Instagram, and look, sometimes the polls you get a handful, sometimes you get a lot. Well, both polls hit really hard, so we're going to recap the polls. You guys don't even know the answers to them. So
I don't even know the questions.
You don't even know the questions. So the first one was, we had a little clip, we had a little segment on Pop Stroke and Top Golf, just Spark Notes version. Should you take your own clubs to Top Golf, or should you be bringing your own putter to Pop Stroke? We covered it in detail, but the lettuceheads spoke. So the answers: bringing your own gear. The responses were yes, no, Pop Stroke only, Top Golf only. Okay. So yes, bring them to both. No, absolutely not to either, or just Pop Stroke, just Top Golf. Does anyone want to take a guess of what the number one answer was?
I do not.
Julie, do you want to take a guess?
I mean, it's got to be Pop Stroke.
The drum roll. The number one answer was yes. But it was pretty split right down the middle. But 35% of respondents said yes, you should be bringing your own putter and your own clubs to both.
Wow.
Coming in second was Pop Stroke only. Third, straight no to both, and fourth, Top Golf only is acceptable. So it was 35%, 30%, 25%, 10%. I hate a round number because it looks like then your juice and books, but it just worked out that way. I ended up with a round number of respondents. So, the lettuceheads think you should be bringing your boat to both or the putter. But then TikTok came out pretty hard. At least TikTok commenters, they didn't hold back. They a couple said I'm bringing my clubs, but most said the balls suck there, man. But I think universally everyone's in on bringing your putter to Pop Stroke.
If you remember what I said, to go to any range without your clubs to practice feels insane and so unproductive. But we were like, but these balls, they're just not even worth hitting. The experience is so cheesy. Like, what's the point? But then people are like, yeah, but the clubs there are just god awful. So maybe it's just a no-win situation over at Top Golf.
Yeah. Another pro tip on that. A guy just came in about 2 hours ago. He said at the Pop Stroke he's going to, which I don't know which one this is. Maybe it's everywhere. He said they're kind of pushing you to bring your own putter. That's the vibe. But if not, their rental putters are spiders.
Oh shit.
Yeah, okay. That's what I said. That's what I said.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was like, so okay, that makes sense.
Good for TaylorMade. I mean, that's pretty huge for them.
Well, yeah, and I never even understood. Callaway was like, they ended up selling this year their stake in Topgolf, but they owned like over 50% of it, and they sold it this year. But I just assumed when they announced that, like when you went to Topgolf, you would have like decent Callaway clubs, and they'd eventually get a better ball. But the clubs got like worse and worse and worse, and the balls just are what they are. So okay, I'm good on that debate topic, but we had a lot of responses. It got in the social sphere. Got some heated responses on
sometimes that. When you solve a debate, it's time to just wrap it up and move on.
You just gotta go. Okay, so another debate. This one's hot. This one's the needle. So we covered some live golf, and Brooks officially requested reinstatement to the PGA Tour. So we put it out there. 4 options again. If anything, we love giving you some options. But so immediate reinstatement, immediate but with a fine, suspension plus a fine. So those were the 4 responses that you could give. Does anyone want to take a guess at what the number one response of the lettuceheads, how the PGA Tour should handle Brooks's reinstatement request?
Were these lettuce heads or were these bots? Like what was
These were
happening here?
lettuceheads. These were
Yeah.
all followers on
I
Instagram.
want to think our lettuce heads are level-headed and
Yeah.
really analytical and thinking this through. They're not just going to say, "Oh, fine them, suspend them," because that's lame. I want to think the true golfers, if they really took into account who Brooks Koepka is versus the situation and how he handled it, I think they should just say immediate reinstatement
Jewel, you want to guess?
with no
That
fines.
plus a little fine.
For
Okay.
who?
For Brooks. So wait, before
Mine
you
in
guys
whose
start,
pockets?
before you start fighting, so the number one answer at 55%, so pretty overwhelming with four options, was immediate reinstatement.
Wow, guys.
Coming in
Do I
number
know my
two,
lettuce heads?
you know,
Do I
better
know
than-
my lettuce heads?
The
So
Cabbage Patch King.
there was
I'm the king lettuce
24%,
head.
CPK.
24% immediate, but with a fine, which we can get into that. Only 3% said suspension, but there was 18% that said suspension and a fine. So if you go 21 total percent thinks there should be at least a suspension, but suspension plus a fine. This is real market research, guys. I think this pretty much answers it for the PGA Tour that you're cutting off your nose to spite your face if you start throwing suspensions in there. But
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
real
know.
data.
But I don't know. But the fine thing, I do understand the logic of, okay, you left and you got a lump sum, whatever his was, 200 million, 250 million. You got another close to 100 million in compensation from being out there.
Whose money is that other than Brooks? He left the PGA. Now he's not competing for all that PGA money. So now they get to go play tournaments without Brooks Koepka being there. That's their advantage. What? I don't understand how they're owed money.
Yeah, I think it's a little deeper than that, and that he
Mm-mm.
he was one of the 5 or 6 marquee names. And
You know what's crazy about Brooks Koepka? He never wore the team logos.
yeah,
He never did it. He always stayed true with Nike, which is nuts, right? He's the only guy who did that.
he never gave a shit about it. It was just money, and I get it. I mean, and he never went on talking about how good it was or any of that. So
Can I rattle off another amazing thing about Brooks Koepka?
Mhm.
Because I think we're all fans of his.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my son's
Yeah.
name's Brooks.
Guess who is the only golfer in the history of the world to be a multiple major winner and to have more major wins than tour wins? Brooks Koepka.
Oh wow.
I thought that was
great.
interesting. I thought that was more interesting than the looks on your faces.
Yes. No. Whoa.
More
Tyler, edit that back in. Holy shit.
He's got the
Wait,
five.
so he's got 5 and 4
5 major wins to 4 tour wins. He's the only guy in
It's
3
so-
that.
DP
It-
World Tour or what?
No, that's
Was he at
just
12
PGA.
total?
Yeah, but that was just PGA Tour wins.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
I'm just saying, who wins more majors than their fucking normal
Yeah.
regular season wins?
Yeah, I mean it is. I don't know. It's on one hand it's cool, and on the other hand it always did frustrate me. Of like, you really just, what is it? Like, you just, if you're good enough to win 5 majors, you probably are good enough to win 30, 40 PGA Tour events in your career. So I don't know. Odd.
But I kind of get it, man. He gets up for the things to him that matter, and the other things like, all right, I'm out here, I'm playing. I'd love to win, but I really don't care.
But
It's
that's
not a
so.
major.
I get it,
Yeah.
like the ramp up for the major mentality, but the fact that he literally can do it, like nobody else, like I guess Aaron's data point, like he is the one, he is the big game hunter. Like that's
Yeah.
I think he deserves that accolade more than anybody. So yeah, Brooks. Okay, I hope to see him back.
Yeah, for sure.
Immediately.
35. He's got plenty of time.
Yeah. I mean, immediately.
I mean, he should just get a sponsor to pay his fine, and then he'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like Nike.
Oh yeah,
Or Smash.
for not betraying him the entire time and wearing a
NIL.
Nike hat every day.
Smash. Fuck the Packers. All right. So speaking of live, though, we're very critical of live golf, but I will say Anthony Kim's comeback story has been hideous. He's difficult to listen to. He's difficult to look at. Don't want to be too ugly on someone's physical looks, but it's a tough scene. And it was okay, but he was getting shit. It was a cash grab. It was a money grab. But because he wasn't even on a team, he was just playing and live last year as a solo.
It is kind of cool. They have like just some Lone Rangers out there.
Yeah, they
I ain't
just
even
out
got
there.
a team.
Just snipers.
Yeah, maybe that's although they all get together, the lone
You know
wolves.
what? They should do something with that.
Yeah.
That's
But he got relegated.
Yep.
But Liv has 3 openings because now they've expanded. I think I saw to 57. They keep opening up. But he went through a 3-day qualifier, and today he made like a crazy par save on day 2 to make it to the final day, and today had back to back like wild up and downs to make it, and qualified in the 3rd spot to qualify for his spot and Live. And his only comment was like, everyone can stop talking shit now that I qualified to be in the league. I gotta give it to him. Like, you did, like, that's awesome. And it would be cool to see you continue to improve. His whole Twitter shtick is just it's disgusting, but that's sick. So good on you, Anthony Kim, and good on Liv for providing some drama, for getting in those coveted final 3 spots for 2026.
Yeah, because
Hey guys, I know it wasn't the Packers backup running back, but you guys got any thoughts
I
on
got a few things, but Aaron, go ahead.
You sure, Jewel?
Yeah, go for it.
No, because I was suspect at first too, so I kind of looked into the tournament. It's a 4-day tournament that starts with like 80 guys, but he got a pass from day 1. He didn't have to play day 1, so he starts day 2 and he shoots a 69, and it's like 25 guys move on to the weekend, so they cut a ton of people. And then it's like you really have to play, and apparently there were like a couple major winners there. There's some USAM dudes. I mean, there's some decent golfers, and you do have to golf well, and there's no other way to do it other than to do that. So he proved it for sure.
Cool. Jewel, thoughts on Anthony Kim?
I was just surprised you're still on Twitter. Like, I've deleted it twice recently. Yeah. It's over.
I doom scrolled on it the other day, and I got stuck for like 10 minutes, and I was immediately like, I felt terrible, and I was like, I'm so glad I stopped using this 2 years ago. But every once in a while I'm feeling down on myself, and I just pull that baby back
up. No, other than that, I don't really have. I mean, Aaron said it really well. Good for him. He's grinding. He's trying to make it back into the big league of Live. So cool.
Well, guys, I think we covered it. And as Aaron said earlier, sometimes when you just cover something perfectly, it's time to move on. But Aaron, before we go on to the next topic, do you have anything else on the Bears you need to get off your chest?
No, I went through my notes. I don't know if people just understand what we've been going through. So all of the karma was on the Bears side. If the Packers won, it wouldn't have even been fun for anyone. They hate their team. They know they're going to lose anyway in the next round. And there was so much good content about the Bears, so many fun stories and just happy people and grateful people. So yeah, man, I'm genuinely happy.
I've never seen you this happy in January in your life.
It's been 11 years.
Bears.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, guys. So our main topic of the evening, it's one that I've personally wanted to talk about for a while, but things get in the way, and it's like, is it strong enough topic to carry a whole episode? I don't know, but I'm passionate enough about it that I really think it is.
Does having a micro penis affect your golf game? We've been interviewing people.
Yeah,
all speed tire.
You can cut that if you want.
No, it's just, I get it. I mean, look, does it? I think it would. But
clear the hips a little bit quicker.
So I think, maybe add some speed training. So I want to talk about pace of play. And before anybody just cuts off and goes, oh my God, not professional golf pace of play, maybe some anecdotes of that'll come up through this, but the talking about pace at your golf course, your club, what you're seeing in the public scene post-COVID, all these things. I got a deep dive. I almost went full Professor Goldie, just ran out of time, but I want to start with a recent anecdote that happened to Jewel and I that made this come back to the forefront of my mind to say, we need to discuss this on the podcast. So I'll spark notes it, and Jewel, chime in. If you think I'm taking liberties, if I'm being dramatic, if I'm not being good, if I'm not color commenting enough, jump in. So Jewel and I were recently hosted at a club. I'll just say that. Nice club, and it was kind of business related for Plug. I mean, we like breaking the fourth wall. Somebody that is interested in partnering with us to do some interesting things. we're playing a quick 9 holes of golf and doing the whole business thing together, right? So we go off. We're a threesome. Go off after 1 o'clock. Go off around 1:30. It gets dark here 5 o'clock, right? So we're just doing a niner. A couple groups are off ahead of us, but by the time we teed off, there was a group on the first green, and then we didn't see them for the rest of the day, and more to come on that. Uh, but after us, there was a fivesome that teed off. Right after us, there was 3 walkers and a group with a cart. So 5 total players. Have no idea what's behind them, right? So we're having a great day. I'm trying to do my best behavior as a spokesperson and front person for Plug. Not trying to show some of my true golf colors out there. And I wasn't hitting it particularly well. So I was a little, perturbed, but I'm still trying to smile and chum it up. We're on the 7th green. Okay. The sun is coming down. There's not that much golf left, anyways. And I'm about to putt. I got like a 40-foot lag putt. And a lady comes up. I would say, Jewel, so correct, how old would you say she was?
I don't know that matters.
Yeah, so details matter. What ballpark it?
60.
Okay, I was going to say 60-ish. Looked a little leathery, but okay, 62-ish. And she's got a big old like custom leather bag, double strapped. She's walking, comes up to us, and she's like, "Hey, do you guys mind picking it up a little bit?" And I go, "Picking what up?" And she goes, "Picking up the pace, close the gap with the group ahead of you." And I look, and the group ahead of us is like on the 9th green. So I was like, well, yeah, we'll see. I was like, is something wrong? Is something going on? She was like, look in front of me and look behind me. The whole course is backed up. And I look behind us, and the fivesome is coming off the green from the previous hole. So from the 6th green to the 7th tee box, they're not going to get to the tee box by the time we're done putting on the 7th green. And I go, ma'am, I think the fivesome in front of you with the 3 walkers is the log jam. She goes, no, the problem is you guys aren't keeping up with the group ahead of you, so they're not going to push you to go faster. I was like, push us to go faster? We're a threesome. I'm playing with Gentle Jewel here. He's the fastest fucking golfer on the planet. And yeah, we're spending 15 minutes every hole talking to this guy, talking business, but this group hasn't been, this is the closest they've been to us in 9 holes. So she goes, Jewel, what'd she say? She said, I don't have my phone or else I'd call this in. So I go, we got 3 phones here. Who are we calling? What are we calling in?
Let us help.
And she gets so fucking.
Did anyone record this?
So, no. And she gets so fucking mad. And like the guy who's hosting us, like he's just kind of like laughing over there. But then it hit me halfway through this interaction. Like, oh God, like just calm it down here. Don't blow this out of proportion. So she walks on. And this guy's about to putt, the guy hosting us. And I just can't stand it. Out of the corner of my eye, she's in the middle of the fairway waving down somebody. And she has like a maintenance guy come over and turns, she's 200 yards away. She's pointing at us like, duh, duh. And then he comes with his cart around and just kind of like circles the green and moves on. And the guy who's hosting us, he was cracking up about it. But I'm not going to lie, for the final 2 holes, I said the C word more times in 2 holes than I did probably in the previous 38 years of my life. And the icing on the cake is,
by the way,
from 500 yards away, this sounds really bad. I hope she didn't get injured. She fell down. She was trying to walk with that big ass bag up the steepest slope ever when there's a cart path up the front of the green, and she just fucking face plants and slides down the whole thing, gets to the 6th green. By the time we're on the 8th green, and family members are joining her to putt on the 6th green. And I said, Jewel, we got to call this in. We didn't get them cleared from the shop to meet her up at the 6th green. So that's not my take on pace of play. But this story, literally the most ridiculous thing that's happened to me on a golf course since I can remember. The threat, we're calling it in. Calling what in? That we are fucking 2 holes ahead of the fivesome. And you're mad that it's 5 o'clock on a Wednesday or whatever it was, a Tuesday, and you're not going to be able to make your 9-hole quota. It's like, maybe you go pair up with the twosome and the twosome behind you, Toots. But anyways.
Well, you said you were saying the C word like crazy, but Karen starts with a K. I mean, that's just sounds like a classic Karen moment. Someone should have been recording that.
Well, unfortunately, we had carts and they were on the complete other side of where we were. But
if you're not holding anyone up, you can do whatever you want. You can stay on that hole forever. You don't have to do anything.
That's what I thought.
You
but
don't
she
have
was
to move.
she was calling it in.
How is she not talking to the fivesome?
I have no idea because she was nowhere fucking near the
And
fivesome because there was a twosome in front of her.
Why is the
So
guy hosting you not taking over?
I don't. He laughed a lot. I think he genuinely. I don't. Okay, let me ask Jewel. How do you think he handled that?
Oh, I thought he handled it perfectly.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe that's not the right.
I don't give a fuck.
That's what I got.
See you, crazy Kathy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he seemed like that maybe is like common for someone like that out there. But I
Yeah.
wanted him to maybe step in a little bit there. So, but because I was just losing my mind.
But also, I think he's pretty laid back anyway, like
Yeah.
generally, and it would have been different with someone else. Like if it would have been me in that situation or you, obviously you would have freaked out.
You're playing behind a fivesome.
Well, I just. It's the whole story. The story's actually kind of dumb. Like I know I spent 3 minutes, but that's the whole story. It's like you're a one sum behind a two sum and a five sum, and the five sum's playing at a 2.5 hour pace. So I'm sorry. And they really weren't. And honestly, in their defense, they really weren't. It's just the entitlement of a one sum thinking that they can get through the course as fast as possible.
That's right. And that's the problem. It's the expectations. And I think it goes back to the clubhouse, man. Like the pro shop has to set expectations for the golfers that day on what pace of play should be. If you're going out there by yourself, like, dude, all right, cool. I try to do that on Tuesday mornings. I try to go play by myself and try to get done in an hour and a half. And there's a lot of times I'm not going to because I'm not going to like try to cruise through 3 foursomes that are right in front of me. Like
winter afternoon, decent weather, like people are getting off of work or getting out of there 2 hours early. Like either people are getting out to the course to try to get around. So you don't just get the course to yourself. So
it just, it depends on the nature of the course and how many people are out there and the typical number of people in these groups. It'd be cool if they could figure out some way to like make it easier to buzz singles through, because singles aren't a huge problem. I respect singles. That means you're a golfer on your grind and you want to be on the course and you don't need anyone around chaperoning you to do it. I respect singles. Twosomes can be a problem. And when twosomes are trying to get in front of 3 and 4, it's like you're kind of screwed as a twosome. You need to kind of respect the course. But we should be but that said, she should be talking to the fivesome. Just be like, hey, I'm going to go around you here, or I'll hit with you and I'll fly through. And they'd be like, we don't care.
Yeah, it was very odd that.
How did she even have time to get to you?
She had nothing but time because the course was so backed up with the 2-hole gap between us and the fivesome behind us. So
she ran through the whole hole with the fivesome.
That's just, dude, I'm telling you, man, it was very, very odd. And dude, when she stopped the cart person and the cart person just like went the other direction.
I don't care.
Was she walking?
Yeah, she was walking.
You guys should offer to drive her back.
Yeah, well, did offer to give a cell phone, but and hey, you can have anything you want to reattack on that. But it was a good segue. You both just teed something up. I want to be clear in this commentary because I might disagree with Mr. Golfberg on something, but it's specific to obviously the course you're at. If it's private, if it's public, the time of day, how busy it is. These are flexible. I'm talking to you, the lettuce head that plays predominantly private, semi-private, pack club golf, pack tee sheet golf. I think the root cause of most of the issues are the misunderstanding of that one-somes and two-somes are the problem. You go to even my club, it's busy as hell. They got this stern policy they're trying to do with fivesomes now. They're cutting to fivesome. They're cutting to fivesome. And I've told them, I said, guys, it's your club. Do what you want. Fivesomes are not the problem. It's you give them a pace and you enforce the pace. The issue is you have a freaking cart that tells you if you're on pace, but no one enforces the pace. But one-somes and two-somes, and I want to be clear here, playing through I want to eliminate it from golf. When I'm talking about the pack public golf scene, I'm not going to get into my personal life and my career.
I agree.
I spent my whole life in my job learning about, throughput is king. How do you get throughput? How do you get speed in a complicated system? You can only go as fast as your constraint, first of all. So whatever the slowest group on the course is, that's what everybody's pace really is. So that's why you have to enforce overall pace of play to the slowest group. But stop, go, one-some gets in front of a foursome. It's about flow of traffic, right? So think about if you're on, the interstate, it's not can I go 100 miles per hour? Because I think people misinterpret pace of play to say, oh, it's playing fast. It's not playing fast. It's that the course is at a steady pace to where you enjoy it. And you do get general speed out of that when you're not stop, go, come on through. Oh, well, they hit 3 groups ahead and there's another twosome and a one-some. So I'll kind of stop there for a second. But my general thesis is these clubs are totally wrong. I would encourage foursomes and I would mandate foursomes and fivesomes only, basically, of like, I'm going to set a pace to my golf course, assuming there is a foursome and a fivesome in every group. And if you're not, look, you're not jumping through anyone. You're going to fuck up the whole flow. Again, if half the tee sheet's full or something like that, it's a completely different set of circumstances. But most of these golf courses that people are playing now, that is not the case.
You're just conflating things. It's so different in different courses, different times of year. I mean, your situation, I thought you said you're at a private club in January.
Right.
Like, it should be pretty chill to get an afternoon 9 in. And I think there will be singles and doubles, and they're probably going to need to buzz around things. And a foursome and fivesome can probably live with that. On public golf, like peak season, I agree. There can be no passing of anyone ever. It only screws things up. It's ridiculous. And so you need to, like, if you're a twosome out there, you just settle in. Like, you're going to be there a while. But it just totally depends on the nature of the course. Sorry, that's a lame response, but that's
no, I get it.
Also, like, golf etiquette's already really hard to teach new golfers. To teach someone how to to go through somebody and to let somebody through, there's a lot of logistics to that. Like, there a lot of etiquette to that. It's pretty hard. Like, there's like a flow to it, and I agree. I think you just kind of let it be what it is. Like, you have windows of the week where it's onesomes and twosomes, and there's some flow through. But your most high volume times of the week, don't let people through. You got to know what you got, and maybe have a scorecard up too, like or some type of digital system that says, here's what pace of play is right now at this moment. Here's your expectation. It's 4 hours and 10 minutes. Like, go out there, understand this, what you're getting into, and kind of ride with it.
Yeah. So I want to say 2 things, not an olive branch, because I want to get spicy here. I do agree that it's like I said, it's situationally dependent on the course, but I think the majority experience that people are having now are in the packed public golf sphere. You're having to book tee times a week in advance and all that. So that's where a lot of the angst comes from. But then again, man, it's like, I don't know. Why it matters to me, because I'm out here experiencing it every single day, and I hear the same anecdotes of, the fivesome is holding it up, and I like, it's just enforce a fucking pace. And you even said that's even the issue. Like, I told our guys at our club, I said, these cards should be set to 3 hours and 45 minutes. We have 2 holes where the drive in between holes is longer than 25 seconds. You have a golf course in which 90% of the play is being played. Okay, you could play it at 6,800 yards, but 90% of the play is 6,000 yards with a golf cart. You have no business being out there for longer than 3.5 hours. But again, I don't want people to play fast and not enjoy the day. You just want pace, but you can't get pace unless everybody's following, within reason, a flow that makes sense. I see some body language here. I see some more body language and head nodding. I'm just filling in the gaps now for the listening audience. Jewel is now smirking, and Mr. Golfberg looks very mad at me. I think the issue is Mr. Golfberg plays now at a private club and is as a solo and just zooms around. But even like playing through, I hate playing through as a player. It's
so much
You might as well just not play the hole.
Right. Definitely. I mean, I get up there, I've got a birdie putt from anything outside of, say, 8 feet. And I'm just getting over there and hitting it. I don't take my time. And if it's inside of that, I'm like, fuck you, I don't care. But you kind of lose the hole.
I think I'm all in on banning just playing through. Like, it's just not a thing at a public golf course.
Well, that's why I think the windows make sense. Like, all right, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday morning. All right, going through is fine from 8 a.m. till 12. After that, fine, close it down. Because I don't know about you guys, but I try to get in around Tuesday and Thursday mornings. I go out there at 8, between 8 and 9, whenever I get the earliest tee time. And if there's like 4 guys out there playing, because they play every week at 8 a.m. and they're slow as shit, I'm trying to go through them because I'm trying to get 18 in by 11 a.m.
Well, I was at a
And if I
different
don't,
club.
then I'm out there till 12, and I don't have time to catch up on work.
But counter that, I was at a different club this week, and they said their biggest issue is their regular group of older guys that they just are like, it's like Aaron, our dads, they got to play in 2 hours and 45 minutes, and they're fucking livid if anybody's in front of them and not letting them play through. And again, that might be more problematic than your 4.5 hour fivesome, because you just have these assholes leapfrogging anybody that's on the golf course, and they got to just like hurry up to get lunch, I guess.
I guess what you're saying, and I'll give you this much. You can't really dictate. Pace of play just is what it is, and there needs to be. Say it's 4 hours, and it's always 4 hours, no matter when you tee off. But how many people are on the golf course is going to ebb and flow. And if you're a single or a double, it's on you to try to figure out like what are times where it's reasonable, where I can kind of zoom around this course. But you shouldn't feel entitled to it.
Yeah,
Of course not at public golf courses. I mean, is what it is. I didn't know that was such an issue.
And it's like, like if it is too, I don't know. Like Jewel was saying, there's a massive etiquette gap. I've never seen I've never seen so many people playing scrambles on the golf course. Like that wasn't a scramble tournament. Like just guys going out there. It's like me and Jewel are going out there, and we are going to scramble our ball today. And they're playing like getting passed by people. And I'm like, oh my God. So it's almost like it's like a red flag. You're out there as a one-some or a two-some. You're like, oh man, we need to be doing some background checks on these guys. And then it goes back to my theory that Germany, they didn't get a lot right in history, but has it right that I really think you should have to have a license to play on like a USGA rated golf course. You've gone through an etiquette class, you've reached a score where you're actually, I don't know, whatever you had to shoot, you have to break like 100 or something. But
imagine your course. You got a guy who's dedicated his life to providing the best public green experience he can on the greens. Mm-hmm. And then you're just going to let any yo-ho show up who doesn't know what they're doing, playing 4-man mid-January scrambles and scuffing up your stuff. Like, yeah, why not?
As long as the tee sheets,
man. Like, even if it's like breaking 120, as long as they understand the game of golf, how it should be played, how to interact with people, like how to like maintain the golf course as you're playing.
Yeah.
Then you're not a fucking embarrassment out there, you know?
And I've heard the counter of like, okay, then golf's not accessible or whatever it is. And it's like, what do you wouldn't do that, like rolling up to
take a class, learn.
Well, the thing is, you roll up to a run for basketball and you don't need a license. I'm like, yeah, that shit's self-legislated though. Okay, I've been playing basketball my whole life. You run up to a real run and you fucking don't know what you're doing, your ass ain't playing and you're not coming back. So, like I don't think we could self-legislate in golf. Unfortunately, there's too many videos.
Yeah, we need to be able to like play these people off the course. They show up, you're like, hell nah.
No, you got next. You got next.
Nope.
That would be sick. No tee sheet. You just show up and it's just you alpha. Like, well, I'm the scratch. So I got picked to be in the group. So, but you got downs. There's another group came up though, so you get them next.
You make a par here, you can finish the front nine.
Well, that's another dude. Again, I'm not trying to just because it's just every course has their shit, but with the shorter days in the winter, we haven't had pace of play issues really most of the year. But once time change happened, it's a fucking nightmare because they're slow to start in the morning. People are late. People, the early groups are trying to delay to get some of the fog or some of the dew or warm up a little. It log jams the middle of the day. Everyone that figures out their meetings are canceled or trying to get out to the course at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. And it is a nightmare on our front nine. And I go back to, got a lot of that's out of your control, but like, you know what you do? If you know the second hole, third hole, fourth hole is a log jam, you fucking don't allow it to be a log jam. Like we don't even need a starter at the first, like have the marshal there, like go. Cause that's what it blocks the whole course up is the second to the fourth hole. You gotta go get after it.
I hope they're paying attention.
I would hope so. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just think, there's been so much pace of play talk on the professional game. And I just don't think like until they start like literally taking penalty strokes to these guys or putting clocks on things, I just don't think it's ever going to change. And it's not overly interesting to me. Okay. Here's another hot take. I don't think pace of play in professional golf is anywhere near the issue that it is in amateur golf, just because I get it. The rounds are long and being out there, but honestly, as a viewer, like most people are just watching Sunday back nine anyways. And it's like, that's when it's almost a benefit where guys are being more dramatic and taking more time. So you can do all your fucking shitty playing throughs and commercials and all that. But yeah,
You know what golf courses should start doing? This would be interesting. They should start charging, not by the hour. They'd have to charge by the minute. So you come up with a number that makes sense, whether it's like a few bucks a minute or something like that. And so if you get off the course in 3 hours, 30 minutes, you pay less for your round. If you're there for 5 hours, you end up paying like $160. You're like, God, that sucked. I am playing faster next time. 4 hours is the sweet spot. Whatever it's $80. 3.5 hours, $65.
You know what's crazy? I was being silent there because I think that was cooking for a good little promo. We did have a question that they wanted us to do a deep dive this year from the Cabbage Patch on dynamic pricing and what's happening in the world of golf. But because they hate it, but maybe that's the kind of dynamic pricing we need. Is like literally, here's a flat rate, and then you actually get like a reward back if you give time back, and then if you're busting it, then you're. I think it goes back into the
and every once in a while, there's some asshole on the course. I don't care. I'm taking my time. I'll pay for it. But then he's getting booed
and you're not
people.
coming through either. You stay back there, brother.
He becomes a pariah, and people are like, no one wants to be friends with him. You're costing us money. You're costing the people behind you money.
God, nobody knows what to do. It's just, I talk out of both sides of my mouth. It's like I hate this freaking pretentious, don't take a picture club. But on the flip side, nobody knows what the fuck they're doing out on golf courses anymore, man. It's not just old man staring at the clouds. It's unfucking real. I don't get it. Like, but I guess
I'm stuck on a license, man. I think it's such a great idea. Like, I really don't think you should be able to. I completely agree. I don't think you should be able to play USGA rated golf courses unless you understand the game of fucking golf. Understand you can. Like, show somebody how to fix a ball mark,
dude,
and like fill a divot and rake a bunker. That's the shit that people, and walk across a green without scuffing it up.
We were playing the other day, and again, there was a bunch of foursomes. There was a twosome that went off. They're just known, so I don't think they listen to this, so it doesn't matter. But they teed off like 4 groups ahead of us, and we get to the 11th tee box, and there they are in the middle of the fairway. So that's how many foursomes have gone ahead in front of this twosome. There, it's a par 5, and they are waiting for the green to clear. And then they did the look back thing, and they realized we were at the tee box, and they did the oh shit moment. They're in the middle of this fairway, right, with a golf cart, and then they both go into a bag, grab a club, and both just walk like 100 yards in a completely different direction to go hit golf balls to come walk back to that cart in the center. And they weren't a problem the rest of the day. I think they connected the dots that they need to like pick it up, but it's just shit. Like, well, good. You got a fucking golf cart, and of course you could drive it anywhere. Like, you're killing me, man. Just drive your golf cart to the ball, drop yourself off, drive back.
Things like that happen. That's just part of the grind of being a golfer. The pros got to deal with weird shit every once in a while and just hold ups, and that's what we got to deal with. I a million time stories like that. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. We're out there with a bunch of crazies.
God, it is wild.
Bunch of degenerates.
There's, I mean, that's. I don't know. I'm surprised there's not more just overt violence on golf courses. I think it's going to happen more often though, with the degenerate lifelong golfer having more of these forced interactions with the newcomer, just happy to the top golf golfer coming in. So I don't know, man, but, all right. Anybody else on pace of play? Going once, going twice, sold. We have solved all of the issues. If you want a deep dive on the art of throughput, the science of throughput, speed is king. You got to bust your constraints. I could give you a 401 class like no other, and we could come fix every one of your golf courses. Literally, we could. We're not going to do it for free. We're done doing stuff for free for people.
Yeah.
But we'll take a consult fee.
Or if you have any other problems or issues that you want solved, we'll solve them.
Yep.
We'll throw polls out there. We'll discuss them, and we will solve them.
Yeah,
Hey,
because
look,
we're 3 for 3 tonight.
We'll get this the king of throughput from Zaxby's and Chick-fil-A on here. His name's Ben Little, he's a buddy of mine, and we'll have him come out here and tell us how do we need to speed up pace of play to help golf courses make more money.
The mastermind behind Chick-fil-A drive-thrus.
Yeah, but here's their only issue. They deal with dead food, and we're dealing with dead golfers.
Living bodies.
Yeah, they're breathing, but they're dead inside. Okay, this was fun, guys. A couple good ones to start the season off or start the new year off. Some fun debates, some pro talk, some topical stuff. We're gonna be rolling out guests again starting next week. Been getting asked, what's the next guest? We got a fun one. So just warning out there for any scumbag, rat, sandbagging pieces of trash out there. We got one for you, and then a lot more coming down the road. So Jewel, Mr. Golfberg, anything else?
I know it's hard, guys. I know it is this time of year, lettuceheads. It's dark, it's cold, but you got to get to a range, or you got to get to one of these indoor sims. Do something.
Yep.
Keep the swing moving. Work on your putting a lot more. That's what I always do all winter. So you come out firing, but don't let too much time pass. It's not worth it. Stay on the grind. That's my public service announcement.
Thank you. Jewel, can you follow that up? Do you got any PSAs for the lessons?
No, I mean, I think Aaron is on the ground right now. Pretty excited and motivated by him. I've been trying to grind in the backyard and at the range this week. My game is completely fucked.
I'm in mid-season form.
Everybody else, stay positive. It's a new year, baby.
Stay positive. And most importantly, we will see you next week, and stay plugged.
Stay plugged. Bye.
Peace.